Hey everybody, what's going on? I haven't posted a video in a while. I haven't done anything really. Been working, barely, and that's about it. It's been so hot and muggy, I haven't really wanted to do anything, and by the time it gets time to go to the track, I'm beat and drained. So anyways, alright, so everybody knows how the fan in the S10 is in the way. So I got another fan. I got this metal fan, which has a stronger motor. It'll spin faster, so I bent the blades more and it puts out a whole lot more air. So I'm going to mount it under the dash. That's what I'm doing right now, is making a bracket for it. I've got these guys to attach to my dash bar and bolt a bracket to hold the fan. So this is where I'm at. I had this chunk of aluminum left from a friend's project. This was part of his motor plate. I've already cut some other pieces off of it to use here and there. I used a piece of it to make the bracket for the vacuum pump on the S10. So it's coming very handy. Alright, so cut this piece off. Let's get rid of that. And then took this piece and lined up the fan, drilled the holes to mount it to, and then this is the fan base right here. And then I measured to this because it was there already, so I had to use it. So that's 3 inches from the center. So I made another mark 3 inches from the center, and then came back as far as I needed to for these brackets, which is 2 inches right there. And then I took just a 6-inch piece, a blade for my grinder, stuck it in between the marks, traced it out, and that gave me this round shape here. Because I mean, I don't want pointy edges. I don't want it to look like a 3-year-old did it, which when I get done it'll probably look like a 9-year-old did it, which is a lot better than a 3-year-old. So I'll go with that. So I'm going to cut this out outside the line, and then I'll use my belt sander to bring it in and shape it up, and hopefully it'll look halfway decent. I don't know, is it me or does the left side look bigger? Probably is. Oh well, belt sander will take care of everything. So I'm going to cut this out. It's going to take a while, so I'm not going to film it. This is thick aluminum. Look at this. Very, very thick. So it takes a while to cut. And I'm going to try out some different blades, see what cuts best. So it's really going to be too much crap to film. And I don't have any way to hold the camera. So, and too much of a mess on my table. Alright, I'm going to get to cutting this, and then we'll get back to it once I find my belt sander, wherever it might be, and see if we can shape this thing up, make it look halfway decent. Alright, so this was about as good as I could get cutting it with the grinder. Something that thick you can't really make a radius cut with. I had to hold it down with this clamp so I could cut it. Not too terribly bad. I can work with that. So now let me find my belt sander and set it up in the vise and get to work on that. Alright, found it, and here's my setup. Got the handle in the vise. Alright, let's see if I can do this. That's pretty close. Yeah, that's as close as I'm going to get it by hand. So it's not too bad. Works for me. All right. All right. Here we are, just doing the last minute touch-ups on it. It turned out pretty good for doing it by hand. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And this is a 120 grit finish with that. I rounded it off about as much as I could with that. That's like a 80 or 60 grit. And then finished it off with the 120 grit. And it's smooth, no edges. Feels good. I mean, I could polish it if I wanted to spend time on it and make it look like chrome, but I just don't have that kind of time. So that's probably about as close as it's going to get to being shiny. All right, here we go. The finished product. Well, just not installed yet. So there's the bracket that I made with the fan installed on it and the brackets for my roll cage. Not bad for cut out and made by hand, I don't think. It's not perfect, but and you're not really even gonna be able to see it. It's gonna kind of be under the dash, so it's gonna be sitting under the dash like that and just aiming at me. So I wanted to show what it looked like before I installed it, and you can't see it anymore. So if you like little projects like this that you could copy or come up with your own thing, be sure and like, subscribe, and comment. Say, hey, I think I would do this to it, or, you know, throw some ideas our way. Let's help each other build stuff. Now let's get it installed and see how it works and what it looks like there. Alright, so here it is, the pretty much finished product. Got my steering wheel off right now, but man, I'm holding my knee out of the way. So my knee is going to, I guess, rest right on it. I can still slide it over some more, but I'm going to take the truck out before I figure out exactly where I want it, because as soon as I know exactly where I want it, I'm going to notch the dash like I did for the tack. Let's see if I can get some light on it. That bar, or the clamp that holds the tack, I notched for it. So right now the dash is just being pushed back. That's why it looks like that. Because of these. So I don't have to take the dash out or anything. I can notch it right where it is and make it look pretty damn decent. But I'm not sure exactly if that's the spot I'm gonna keep it. I put it in right there where you see them spots and then moved it over some. So I may move it even more. It's real close to my shifter, but it's not hitting it or anything. And this sucker works 5 times better than my other one. It works on low, it puts out more air than my other one did on high. This thing is amazing. Right there on low, it is putting out amazing air. And then on high, that's awesome. Let me shut my door. Oh, wow. I can feel it everywhere. Before, I could only feel in its stream, you know, like this is moving air throughout the whole truck. The other one, you have to be right. That's why I had it so close to me. That's why I chose to put it right there, because it had to be for me to feel it. But this guy, wow, that is so much better. Let's see here. Let me put the steering wheel on. There we go. Yeah. I'll probably move it over just a little bit. And then once I move it over, once I notch the dash, then I can kind of do this with it, and then just, it's hard to explain. I can adjust it to better fit the truck. Put it more under the dash, and then tilt just the head towards me, instead of having the whole body tilted towards me right now because of the dash. If I go up any more, it pushes the dash in even more because it goes to another side of this. You see the sides, this side, that side, that side. Right now it's on that side. If it goes to the next side, it pushes the dash out even more. So once it's notched, everything will fit so much better. Right now it ain't bad, and I'm impressed with the airflow. I love it. So no more. It's where the fan was mounted right there. It is gone. No more fan in the way. So there is the bracket for my camera right in between the seats on the back harness bar. And it would stare right up through here and look at all this, and then that fan would be right here, just blocking the view. So no more of that.